Hey, what's up guys? Brian here from Renshaw's Personal Training. I hope you're having a great week. I hope you're hitting your workouts hard. In this video, what I wanted to talk to you about is my personal top 3 exercises that are hurting your gains. The reason being, these exercises are frequently done wrong and they really tear apart the rotator cuffs when done incorrectly. So in this video, let's break it down. How do we do these right? How do we focus on the quality, and how do we achieve more gains? All right guys, so let's get right into the exercises and right into the video. So, like I said, these exercises are frequently done wrong every single day in the gym. And the thing is, when these are done wrong, they're killing the rotator cuff muscles. And when you're killing your rotator cuff muscles, your injury risk is higher, your gains are limited, and let's just be honest, I mean, as you get older, your injury rate is just gonna increase up significantly. So what we're gonna be doing is focusing on the small little tweaks we can be doing to really help fix these exercises, because more than likely, you're actually doing these exercises in your routine, and I wanna make sure I help you out with that. So exercise number 1 is going to be barbell upright rows. Okay, so now how is this exercise done wrong? So most guys, when they do this, they're doing a close grip on this upright row. You see this done wrong all the time. The reason why it's incorrect is when you do a close grip, actually your shoulders slightly internally rotate and it just puts your rotator cuff in a very awkward position. Also, guys typically come up a little bit too high on this exercise. So how can we improve this and how can we fix it in order to achieve more gains in the shoulders? What you want to do is go a little wider than shoulder width on this grip. And you can see right here, my grip is a little wider. I'm actually slightly leaning forward and I'm focusing on bringing that barbell just up into my sternum, which is just about your lower pec muscles here. Okay? Doing this actually allows very minimal rotator cuff involvement, and it's going to actually really hit those side delts to the maximum capability. Okay, so if you're not doing that right, please incorporate this tip in order to really maximize this exercise. This exercise is not, you shouldn't be scratching this exercise, you just need to do it correctly in order to achieve better gains. Exercise number 2, guys, is going to be lat pull downs. Now you probably know I was gonna bring this exercise up, but I'm telling you, this exercise is done wrong all the time, just like the upright rows. So how is this performed incorrectly? Well, as you can see here, a typical mistake is rotating those shoulders forward and relying on the biceps to pull down that bar instead of the lat muscles. This also really tears apart the rotator cuffs because it puts your rotator cuff in a very uncomfortable and unnatural position. So how can we fix this exercise? What's a simple tweak that we can do? Lifting the rib cage up, right, and focusing on using your lat muscles instead of your biceps and your rotator cuff muscles to bring that bar down. It should feel more natural and it shouldn't feel like you're really forcing, this movement down to contract those lats. Also make sure you're not going too heavy on this exercise. This exercise is actually probably the most frequently exercise that a lot of guys add too much weight on, which kills the form. So making sure that the quality is right, specifically on this exercise, is gonna be super important, guys, right? And last but not least is exercise number 3, which is gonna be barbell bench press. So barbell bench press is probably a staple in your chest routine. Guys are doing barbell bench press all the time for strength gains, hypertrophy gains. It's a very popular exercise. However, it's frequently done wrong. So how is this exercise done incorrectly? A lot of guys flatten out their back doing bench press, okay? Which actually allows your rotator cuff muscles to be in a very unnatural position, okay? So doing this doesn't allow you to retract your shoulder blades, doesn't allow you to put the tension on your chest muscles, which transfers the chest muscles to your rotators and your front delts in a very uncomfortable position and a very high injury risk angle. So we don't want to scratch this exercise, right? But we do want to do it correctly. So what can we do in order to simply fix this exercise is focusing on creating a little bridge in the lower back, still putting the glutes on the bench and still putting your upper back on the bench, but allowing your shoulder blades to retract. So as you bring that bar down, the tension lies on your pec muscles and doesn't put your rotator cuff muscles in a very unnatural position, okay? I also noticed that sometimes squeezing the glutes together and bringing your toes back a little bit on the bench actually helps with this movement. Just make sure you're not lifting your butt off the bench which I also see a lot of guys frequently doing in the gym. So focus on these simple things and you're gonna maximize your gains and limit those rotator cuff strains, because if you get an injury on your rotator cuff, I mean, it's a pain in the butt, guys. I've had it before and it lasts for a long time and takes a long time to recover. So as we get older, limiting those injuries, maximizing those gains, maximizing our time in the gym is gonna be the most effective way to train, okay? Train smarter, not necessarily harder. Guys, also remember the key factor to maximizing muscle gains and progression over time is that variety factor in your workout program. And we focus on that variety factor every single month in our membership program. So we switch up the workouts every single month so our body does not plateau, and so we continue to maximize gains. And so if you need help with any of your workouts, or if you're stuck in a plateau, you could check out our membership workout program at renshawspt.com. I'll put that link in the description box as well, so you can check that out. Guys, like always, I'm here to help, I'm here to guide you. I just want to make sure you're doing it right, not wasting your time in the gym. So if you have any questions, please feel free to ask. Quality over quantity. See you soon.